ready for it, T.
All right.
Share.
Look, I'm gonna title this one. This was gonna be titled
ideology.
Look, Karen, this was gonna be titled "Little Baby That Don't Listen." This is gonna be titled "Little Baby That Don't Listen."
Okay.
All right, ladies. If you know, then you know. Little baby that don't listen means, you know how y'all a little hard-headed ladies. You know how y'all don't like to listen to when we speak. You know how y'all don't like to shut up. Y'all don't know when to shut up. So here's the thing behind that. We have to start listening to our partners to comprehend, to understand, instead of to rebuttal and to combat. That's the thing. So little babies, y'all got to start listening and know when to shut up, because it'll make everything else fall into place.
Okay, now let me just
hold on, Karen. See, there it is. Hold on, Karen. See, there it is.
Okay.
Let's start comprehending. Let's start understanding each other.
Look at the comments. Look at the comments.
I see everybody saying wow and what and hold on. Yeah. Look, exact. I see you. That's the gospel, right?
Come on, bring it on. See, that's a man thing. Bring it on.
She knows a female. You got to know what it is.
Got to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
Hey Karen, you got to realize that even if I'm arguing with a woman, I know when to shut up. I ain't gonna keep talking. I know when to shut up.
So you're telling the men that they need to know when to shut up.
I'm telling both sides. This is both sides. I'm just going to title "Little Baby That Don't Listen" because it applies to y'all more than it applies to us. See, look at you, look at you, Karen. Look at you, Karen.
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen to everything first.
Let's get it
for you and Neil.
All right, let's get into it. Who want to give their take first?
Little baby that don't listen. I want to give my take first.
All right, go ahead, go.
I agree, and as I'm reading the comments, I'm seeing what people are saying. It goes both ways, right? And that's a narrative that we seem to have adopted to be, to a narrative that we adopted to make excuses for why we do something. Well, this side it goes for men and women. Right. No, do your job selfishly. Selfishly do your job, right. And if you selfishly do your job, you have nothing to worry about. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, it's just like a job, right? It's like your resume is you. What you bring to the table, what you have, who you are. If you apply for this job, which is the relationship, the same way I do, saying, "Hey, this is what I want. This is what we choose to have." Then let's work together instead of working apart. Let's find. All right, I get it that you want to. I get it that you're upset. I get it that you're emotional. I get it that you have some issue on your chest that you want to get off. But at some point, let's make it about the resolution instead of the consistent over and over and over and over and over again.
Stop talking in circles. Yes. Let's stop talking in circles.
At some point, emotions has to be taken out of it, and now compromise and understanding has to win. Because if you want if you want what you want to be achieved, you have to stop to understand what it's going to take to get there. Continually fighting and poking at somebody is only going to what? Infuriate and escalate. Because what happens? The conversation starts out as a normal conversation. It gets a little heated because you're telling your emotions and your feelings. So you're going to speak with a little vigor. The other person is listening and they're trying to understand because they're willing to listen. But then they throw their objections and their opinion in there. That doesn't mean that they don't hear you. It means they're understanding what you're saying and they're giving you their thoughts. At some point, you have to stop and say, now that I've gotten that off my chest, how do we correct it? Not continually keep slashing and lashing because nothing gets accomplished. Now we're arguing. Now somebody's been called out their name. Now somebody's sleeping on the couch, which I'm never going to do. Or somebody's leaving the house, going somewhere else, or we're in a house full of tension.
Let's have a conversation, not a debate. Go ahead, Karen. Shoot your shit, Karen. Shoot your shit, Karen. Let's go.
My thing is simply this. If you're not getting along, because people gonna grow apart. That's what people don't. I feel like we fail to realize growing never stops. Scientifically, the male does not stop growing until they hit the age of 24 to 26.
I'm still growing. I'm 40.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm still learning. I'm still growing.
The female, scientifically, between the ages of 18 and 21. But mentally, we never stop growing. Mentally, we're going to grow and grow and grow. And eventually, we may grow into somebody that the person that you are with, we may grow out of the person who they recognize. That's going to happen. Now, the thing of it is, can they accept who you are? And can you continue to be who they expect you to be? You know, so people are going to grow differently. Sometimes it can be accepted. Sometimes it can't. I mean, hell, I guess you get to that point to where if you can't, then the best thing to do is either you're going to stay there where you are and be what someone needs you to be, or you're going to move on and they're going to accept you for who you are to be who you are going to be. Or you're going to go that way and one's going to stay there, whatever.
All right, Karen, two questions. Why do y'all always have to have the last word?
Because we're right.
So okay. Let's roll with that comment for a minute. You're right?
Mm-hmm.
How come every relationship that you've been in has failed if you've always been right?
Well, see, now I would be the wrong one to ask.
No, I'm just it's a grand question.
Hold on, Karen. Hold on. Both sides can be right though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just who you are. I mean, it's just
so if both sides are right, why do you have to have the last word?
Because okay, females are usually gonna be the more level-headed one. Usually. Now, not always.
I don't think that's a right word, Karen. Level-headed.
And now I will say this, yeah, we are quick to pop off because of our hormones. We are quick to pop off and not listen. But in retrospect, y'all got to listen to our body language. Don't just listen to our mouths. Yeah. Y'all got to listen to our body languages.
I'm listening.
Oh, okay. So how about if I'm listening to your body language and I say to you,
Zachary, what the hell you mean? Now?
Exactly.
See, that's where you gonna get in trouble right there.
So combative.
Look, a little baby is tripping.
Read my body language, Zach. Read my body language.
So combative.
All right. So let's say I'm willing to listen. Right? We're in a relationship. You're bringing your problems to me. Our issues, you're telling me, and I'm listening to you, and I say, okay, baby, I understand, and I will do things differently the next time. I will work on that problem. I will work on that a little better. That's my response because I hear you.
Right.
I understood.
Comprehend is the key word.
Where do you go from there? Because you're not satisfied with that answer. I guarantee it.
Okay, I got to highlight Kenya Gray's answer. Okay, pull up Kenya Gray's. Kenya says, you would want me to have the last word.
Combative.
That's crazy.
If I stop talking, there may be some ball and grits, thoughts floating in my mind. Now that is so,
violence. Okay. Where's the love? Where's the love at? Violence. Violence.
I think we should call the sheriff's department.
Now, this is what translation to the guys who don't know this. When a woman get quiet, that's when the trouble begins. You don't want her to be quiet because it's one of the things.
I do want you to be quiet.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you
I'm not
don't.
afraid of the smoke, Karen. I'm not afraid of the smoke.
Don't want to fight.
I've never been afraid of the smoke.
Number one, if we get quiet, it's gonna be some shit to pop off. Either we getting ready to walk our ass out of the relationship, or like Kenya said, we boiling some damn grits to pour on y'all asses. You want us to talk, because when we stop talking, that's when you better start worrying.
No, we don't. No, we don't, Karen. See, what I mean by that is the second part of that. The second part of that is y'all don't know when to shut up. And what I mean by that is that you keep poking a bear. When that bear react on your ass, don't be mad at the bear because you kept poking the motherfucker. Don't poke a sleeping bear. And y'all know that y'all know those little pressure points that y'all be poking. Y'all be poking the pressure points all fucking night long till it's 4, 5, 6 in the morning. You still poking. Then when the bear snap on your ass, then you looking crazy like, I can't believe he did that.
I can't even say you lying, because hell, if I can't even say you lying, T. We do know those little points, but it's
all right. So let's answer this, because we going to the comments and we're expounding on other thoughts, right? A lot of people are saying actions speak louder than words. So let's say your actions are starting to fall in line in accordance with what the person said, right? Like she said, actions speak louder than words. A lot of times men say what sounds good but don't follow through. But
y'all don't do the same thing?
But who's to say what follow through is? It's almost like y'all want us to.
It's because we don't do it. We don't do it. We don't do it how they want us to do it. Yeah. So then it's wrong. So then you're wrong because we're not doing it how you want us to do it. So that automatically make us wrong.
Or it could be, oh, now you're doing it, but before you wasn't. Yeah. Does it matter? If I wasn't doing it before, if I'm doing it now, that means my mind has matured to understand where I was flawed at, and now I'm willing to. I listened to what was being said, and I'm now
right.
And I'm now doing it. So
I'm adjusting. I'm adjusting
from what I didn't do in the past. Okay, you didn't do something I didn't do that I didn't like you to do in the past. Right. You kept talking and getting on my nerves, but I still deal with you, and I don't say that. So at some point, we gotta flush it down the toilet and let that problem be able to be resolved at that moment and stop harboring ill will.
Right.
Look at our relationships now. Look at our relationships with people. Everything has to always have a combativeness to it. It always has to have it's an expiration date more than it is a celebration date, right? Our relationships with people expire before we can even get to the celebration date. Why is that? Because we allow our emotions to overtake the goodness that should be coming out of the relationship. The things that we very most that we can do. We can communicate with each other. We had that in the beginning. Some way, somehow. I communicated to you. You came over. Communication led us to do whatever we did to fall in love and be at a place that we are now able to be at.
Look,
at some point, we have to get back to the fundamentals and say, all right, cool. This is a person that I want to spend my life with. Let me spend my life with this person and let them learn me and me learn them, so I can understand when there's a lack thereof, because they could be going through something.
Right.
They could be tired. They could be having so
much
stress trying to do this and get to that, which is pulling them away from doing the thing that they need to do for this.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Okay, y'all, we got to let you have his say on this.
What's up, family? What's up, man? Hey, y'all killing it tonight, man. For real. So, all right. So, what is the name, brother T? What's the name of this?
It's called Little Baby That Don't Listen.
That's because that's what we talking about, a baby. You know what I'm saying? We got to get these mature minds involved. You know, but at the end of the day, for real, what it all boils down to is understanding. Right. You know what I mean? So the love is the highest degree of understanding. So, you know, what are we talking about? Are we just talking about a normal, disagreement, or, what are we talking about? But give me a little something. Give me a scenario. Give me something to work with.
All right. So say you're having a regular feud, with your partner. You're having a regular feud with your partner. And you're expressing your side and she's expressing her side. But instead of listening and understanding and trying to see each other's point of view, you're trying to win. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to beat you. I'm trying to beat you. I want my point to be the best point, and I'm trying to win instead of understanding and listening to you. That's what I'm trying to get to.
All right, so
win.
Would you say, Karen?
They're trying to win the argument. They're trying to win the argument because they believe their perspective. If they win the argument, they believe their perspective is the one that conquers. That means, you know what I mean? That's the ultimate goal. It's like, you see it my way now.
So they're pulling apart. They're pulling against each other, in other words.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're losing. Because whenever somebody comes to something with a preconceived notion and they're not even listening, then we're not dealing in understanding. You're dealing in selfishness. Right. You know what I mean? And we can't grow with that. And that usually comes from a female. From what T was saying, is somebody else is because of emotional. You know what I'm saying? And so I read this thing today, and it was a couple playing this game, and they said, listen, if you could take anybody on an island with you, who would it be and why? And the guy said, I would take your best friend. He told his girlfriend, I would take your best friend because she listens. And you know what I mean? And when he said that, his girl jumped over the table and tried to fight him. So that's
you damn right. You don't tell somebody that.
How about y'all start listening?
So
Karen, I'm not saying he was right, but she definitely wasn't either. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, now I do agree. Now that this has been a while ago, a long time ago. A friend of mine, a great friend, Cynthia Koenig, her and her husband, they was playing a family game with their neighbors. They would play, marriage games and stuff. And she came to work one day. She told me, she said, the question in the game was, if you could marry one of your wife's friend or sleep with one of your wife's friend, who would it be? And Rich, and they are Caucasian. Rich, she said, boldly said, Karen. I want Karen.
Look.
I'm not answering that question.
Look, that's what I'm saying. First of all, that's a dangerous ass game to be playing.
Okay, but the thing, Cindy know me. She knew that was no danger. Okay, she knew that Rich just admired me. I still call him brother. She knew that we would never go that way. But he did answer like that.
Well, he was honest. So, but my thing is this: he secretly desired you. That's the funny part about it. So while y'all was playing that game, he was imagining.
Well, I wasn't in the game. I wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
That's even worse.
Yeah, that's even worse. You wasn't even there.
That's even worse.
How was that worse?
Because you wasn't even there, so that means he was already thinking about you.
Fine, heavy.
Oh,
it was that orange bathing suit.
Yeah.
Cover up on.
You imagine you laying on the couch with a phone going.
Yo, them good.
That's over 20 years ago, guys.
OnlyFans backstage, Karen D.
Yo, you know what? And I will second Lynette's comment where she said, "Listening goes both ways." We both have to be prepared to listen, right? And again, just like what T said, not listening to have a rebuttal, but listening to understand and comprehend. That's two different things. Because you could be sitting there listening quiet and just hearing, just to respond. But there's a difference when you're internalizing the information that's being presented to you and you're carefully explaining to yourself, you know what? This information that's given to me will only help me be better for me and her and us. And exactly the same. Hopefully she's doing the same thing when you're presenting your information. And then you know what happens? No one gets the last word because it comes to an embrace where it's like, all right, babe, you know what? I get it. Or it's taken to a further step. We can go in the bedroom and we can hug or we can cuddle, or we can chill. It ain't the last word where somebody's got to say something slick or say something malicious only to internalize that themselves, because we all got feelings. Women, y'all got feelings, and I'm sure when y'all say something slick to y'all man, even if y'all feel good about it, y'all gonna have some kind of emotional attachment to it because the elephant's in the room now. Y'all walking past each other. Y'all ain't texting each other like y'all normally do. Y'all ain't calling each other like y'all normally do. Or if y'all are, it's real short, it's real to the point, and it's real just stoic. And that's when you know you hit an impasse. and the safeguard that it's just listening. We both gotta listen. Yes, it goes both ways, but the both ways have to mean that both parties are trying their very best to accommodate the other person's feelings and make them feel justified and right.
Yeah, a reasonable person would now. Hey, yo, Karen just got she about to go on set. You know what I mean? They just called her, tell her she got to come do go film. So she's gonna sign out.
Yeah, guys, it's getting real.
Yeah, they called you at 10 o'clock.
No, I just got a very long time in the morning. Guys, please go to my Facebook page. I am getting my YouTube channel active thanks to Taylor Made Tea. I got to maneuver my way through this, but thanks to Tea, I am going to get more active on my YouTube channel. So I do need 100 subscribers. Angelia, no, you are not measly, girl. I told her I put up there that I had 6 measly subscribers. I said, hell, I thought those were my altars on there. Hell, I thought I had done and created what 6 I had. But those who have subscribed so far, I appreciate you to the fullest. Please go on subscribe so that I personalize my page. T can tell you if you don't have 100 subscribers or more, you cannot personalize your page. But that's where I will be going live. I will find out how T to show you how to convert these shows to my YouTube channel. Now follow me. Also, that's where you will be able to keep up with the different TV shows that I am on. Guys, I love you all. Leon, y'all, give me a call tomorrow.
Got you.
With everyone. Neil, as always,
thank you.
Great. Thank you for stepping in for the chief. Love you guys. Good night.
My boy Eddie said good night, Karen. This is his first time viewing in. He said good night.
Okay, Lassane, 1906. Is that what that is?
He's in the Coast Guard too. He is he?
Okay, now you know I'm partial to.
He's a commander. He's a commander in the Coast Guard. He about to retire.
Commander, hi. All right. Well, and good night, all. The good thing about it is I'm only 5 minutes from Tyler Perry Studios, which is where I have to go to in the morning. So that's good luck right there.
Good luck.
Thanks to my sister. Bye-bye, guys. Love you.
Love you too. Good night, Sue. All right, what we doing, T?
I need everybody to subscribe to our YouTube channel because I've noticed that a lot of people that's in the comments or watch the show still hasn't subscribed to the channel, and that's kind of weird. But can y'all subscribe to the channel, please? That's the link right there.
Hey, now, can you read She-Bell? My bad, T. Can you read She-Bell, man? She-Bell off the chain.
Which one, Judge?
F all that. Did you see that?
Hold on, I can't see it.
Y'all don't see that? I'll read it. She said, fuck all that. Come catch these hands because y'all ass don't listen.
Hey, shit, you better stop it. I was going to call you to help me. I'm about to call my sister to help me. I'm about to say, sis, I need you.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Sheba the goat, yo. I swear, man. Sheba don't playing.
Judge, I do want you to, give your testimony on DMX before you.
Yeah, I do it when I go to log out.
All right. So we can wrap up though. We can wrap up.
So before Judge got here, let's get his take on Paul Pierce. What you think about that?
I think he should have got fired.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, as far as being on that level, I do think you have to carry yourself in a certain manner. And I think weed and strippers, I don't think that's it, bro. Whatever you do in the privacy of your own, that's not for everybody to see. I mean, you got little kids that look up to you, whether you admit you're a role model or not. You're the face of the NBA, and that type of stuff. It happens. Everybody know it does, but it's you keep that shit under wraps. That's just my personal thought.
Nice.
Hell, I'm pretty sure we done all had some strippers, but that don't mean it's.
They got to see them, right?
Yeah, they ain't here for everybody.
All right, let's get a couple of these comments before we.
What was he trying to prove? Like that don't happen daily. No, for real though. Like
I don't think he was trying. Look, I don't think he was trying to prove anything. I think he just got caught up in the moment.
he got high and that nigga started tripping.
Yeah, he was high. He was high, and he got caught up in the moment.
He thought he was Shaq. Shaq do weird shit too, but Shaq can't take it that far.
Let's go through a couple of these comments, man. Look,
Hey, he went from Paul Pierce to Paul Wall. He thought he was in a rap video.
look. Helen said we want the last word because we want to be heard. You can be heard without it being the last word. When we try to get our point across, not looking for an argument, we want to be understood. I think it all boils down to also the tone and how you say stuff and the words that you use. The tone and how you say it and the specific words that you use can be taken, you know.
I agree. I heard D-Ray. D-Ray said, see, when he talked about the words, the girl got mad at her boyfriend. She's like, yeah, and the next time you try to commit suicide, call that bitch. Don't call me. He was like, damn, you had to take it that far?
Right.
Shit. You know,
That's what I mean about poking a bear.
Yeah.
That's what I mean about poking the bear. Y'all gotta be careful.
Again, and that's the thing. That's another
You
thing
gonna
too.
get
It's
smacked
like,
like Jordan did old girl on Baby Boy.
no one tries to stop you from having your. No one stop you from having your opinion, but it's the way you deliver your deliverance too. Because you got to realize the other person that you're talking to is an adult as well as you are.
Right. Don't talk like they're a child.
Yeah, respond respectfully, the same way you would respond when it's good times. Respond to that person when it's not so good times. Yeah, you want to have a little different energy because you want them to be you want to be understood. But going into something negatively only gives you a negative result, unless if you're looking for that.
They looking. I was about to ask
you. Looking for that. You go into it like it's almost like when you know your mate, right? You know how your mate is. If you know your mate, when y'all have an argument, you know how to push a button, and you know a certain thing is going to push that. You know when you're going into something with a negative intention, you know it's going to go left. Because the first thing that she'll say is, well, don't scream at me. Like you ever hear somebody text you or say something to you, and then you'll call them back, oh, I ain't want to argue. I ain't answer because I don't want to argue. That means you was looking for that. I called you back to understand what you was trying to say because I ain't care to read the long text.
Hey, now let me ask you this: do you think that, and we'll leave it after this? Do you think that women do that because they want that aggressiveness out of their mate, out of their man? They want to feel like he's a dominating force, not like he's a pushover to, that somebody she can walk on. A lot of women say they want to be handled. You know what I mean?
I can't say that because you know your mate. You know if you got a strong man or you got to win. It ain't going that altercation. You ain't got to put them through weekly tests because you know if you got a mate that's going to stand up for you and yours, and also in a disagreement. So you know that. But I think that's an scapegoat, right? Because when you only want to be heard, you do things just to be heard. So the narrative continues to keep going on. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I mean. See, that's why we don't get along, or that's why we go through this. See, that's why, because it's a bait and switch. I'm baiting you into this negative response where I can then say, that's the reason why we have these issues. Or that's the reason why I do what I do, or I did what I did, or I feel this way, or I'm saying this. Instead of coming with the intentions of trying to fix it. Because it's like when you're trying to fix something in your home, you have every intentions on making it right. No matter what lengths you got to go to make it right. When you want to get rid of something, it's just shit. I'm throwing this out, and if it lands in the trash, it lands in the trash. If it breaks, it's still trash, right? So it's like that. And when we go into something with that negative response, like slow down, ladies. Like it's nothing wrong with being upset, but take a breath.
Right, slow down.
Sometimes say, yo, how would I feel if this information was brought to me? Or let me just do a little bit more thinking before I come out my mouth with something that's only going to transpire into something that I know is going to blow up. Like this forum right here, right? Let's say we having a conversation on this. and let's say 20 minutes later I get a phone call from
Hold
my
on
lady.
now.
Well, why did you say that on there? What
Look,
are you upset about something, or you don't like something? No, it's not that. I was just explaining my point of view that somebody else could enjoy.
right. Look, no, hold on, Judge. This is what I think you was talking about, and this is my point on this. I've seen somebody be ultra wet after an argument.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Listen, you crazy chicks got some good
Yeah.
I'll be so fucking upset, man. I don't even want to look at the motherfucker. Because it be taking me there.
Hey, look at She-Bear. She know.
I'm telling you, dripping wet after an argument, yo. Dripping wet after an argument.
You got some people that love petty though, because you got if you ever see people's comments like the three of us and the four of us, because we got a forum, it reaches out to a lot of people, right? So we become friends with a lot of people that we didn't know before, and we see their tendencies and we see what they post and we see what they subscribe to. You got a lot of people that like to subscribe to petty, right? They so quick to tell you they petty. They so quick to tell you they with the shit. They so quick to tell you they with the smoke. They so ready to tell you they'll pull up on anything, but really be pussy in the grand scheme of things. But they be wanting to be so with it that they lose themselves in the sense of I gotta be this, I gotta stick my chest out because nobody is not gonna take advantage of me. But in the grand scheme of things, that's not true.
Right. Don't lose yourself in the bullshit. Don't lose yourself in the bullshit.
Only person I know that's like that is Sheba.
Shout out to She-Bell.
Shout out to She-Bell, yo. The fucking
She told me
man.
about the threesomes and they was
Hey, Judge. Hey, Judge. Look at your top fan, Judge. Look at your top fan.
Which one? That pounder would be some. I wouldn't expect you to disappoint. We taking a one-way trip to Pound Town, baby. Yeah. So that was dope, man. That was really dope. Yo, we can't keep y'all all night, so it's almost 10:20. So we'll go ahead and get us out of here, so we can be off by 10:30. So don't leave, y'all. Don't leave. We got some shout outs to do, and we're gonna end it. And go ahead and put your we can keep it going for a little bit. Put your comments in. Wow, 23 people on this late. Y'all are amazing, like for real. But before I'm gonna turn it over to Nell. I just want to thank everybody. You know what I mean? I was going through a family situation. I'll probably get into it in the next couple of weeks. But shout out to Nell for stepping up, being a part of our family, and you know what I mean, always being knowledgeable. And,
you know what? I feel type of way. I feel like a stepchild.
Nah, you good. You not. It's not.
I've come to lay my hands on the Sunday Night Wind Down since I got everybody here. I need a recurring role. I need like a story.
We got you. We got you. We got you, Nell.
2 times a month and jump my sports shit and entertainment. I just need to be a part of it.
I got you. We got you.
This is mental health. You know what I mean? This is about mental health. This is away from reality. I can talk like shit.
Oh shit! I love it. Yeah, definitely, Dale. That's definitely in the works, yo. That's definitely, most definitely in the work. I got you. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with that, what you say, T?
I said y'all shout out.
Yeah, but with that, man, thank everybody, for tuning in and making the show great. And allowing us to grow. So it's just amazing. But I'm gonna turn it over to Nell, and go ahead, Nell, do your thing, baby.
Again, thank you to everybody that supports Sunday Night Wind Down, supports the whole family, not just Sunday Night Wind Down, but also an extension of the Friday Night Life family. Thank you so much. These topics are also therapeutic.
Facts.
Because not only does it help you to get out your emotions, get out your feelings, it allows you to talk amongst friends. There's no judgment, there's no trepidation, and there's no harm that comes with it. And just reading the comments and understanding a perspective, I want people to know that everything that I say my views are always going to be based upon my feelings and what I've been through